Hey everyone, welcome to This Week in Marketing show, also known as the TWIM show. I'm your host Sajid Islam, and today I'll be going over the notable news and update in the digital marketing space from the week of July 13, 2020. So today, first of all, we have a quick update from Facebook where they have rolled out the screen sharing option in the Messenger app. This is notable only because now you could be on a video call or a group video call up to 8 people, or in rooms up to 16 people, and actually show your what's on your mobile screen. Again, this is only an option. I think they added it onto mobile. I mean, I haven't checked out what's on their desktop version, especially if you're using a video call through Rooms, but I would think you could actually show your screen. This is notable because it's a game changer in terms of you could be on a group video call using your mobile, and now you could share what's on your screen, and you could discuss things, either an image or status updates or things like that. So this is great. Check it out and let me know how it goes for you. So our next update is from Instagram as well. The Instagram is planning to launch Reels next month, which is basically Instagram's or slash Facebook's answer to TikTok. Now, why is this notable? Because if you have been following around, there are a lot of chatter about, Instagram might be getting banned in US because of the data sharing, and China may have a lot of data on us. And TikTok recently got banned in India. If India and China recently had some border, issues. I think about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I just do not remember, and I don't want to really get into deep dive into politics. However, it's worth mentioning what's happening in the geopolitical landscape is, so they had a fight. India basically banned a whole lot of Chinese apps, including TikTok, and suddenly TikTok is off the Indian market, which is about 1.2 billion users, right? And so where this is all going is that Facebook actually is trying to capture that. Not only it's Facebook is trying to answer to TikTok by launching Reels, and obviously YouTube is also working on YouTube, owned by Google, is also launching on that. But TikTok may get banned in the US, at least for a little bit time, right? So obviously there's this whole thing. So if you are producing content for TikTok, don't be discouraged. You could still produce the same content from Instagram. However, TikTok really provided a channel or a venue to attract users. So keep producing, but however, don't put all your money on TikTok just yet, just because the US government, the current administration, does not like China / TikTok very, very much. So you gotta be able to change your approach with very quickly. Now, our next update is from Google, where they have added a lot of new ad tools, including updated visual options and prompts for search ads. And I'm going to take a second to actually break it all down for you. For example, so this new ad types, right? It's they're trying. One of the things they're trying is image extensions that allow advertisers to include product visuals in search ads, along with new highlight marker that shows limited time offers, shipping capacity, and product availability in search ads. So what is this? Let's break it down. So if you're watching it, so basically with image extensions, if you look at it, and I've tested this out on mobile, is that if you are how would I say, if you're searching normally on Google, you just only get text only search results, right? However, Google is realizing that text only doesn't really always work, so they're beta testing this whole thing called image extensions, right? With image extensions, now you'd be able to show your product. And I believe they were saying that they have done testing with Hugo Boss, and they saw, with using image extensions, they had a 2.5x improvement in return on investments and a 5% bump in click-through rates. Now, the jury is still out how that is going to all unfold, because this is still in beta testing. However, it's good. The next update, again, what Google did announce this week was, now you can dynamically highlight sales or time-sensitive deals. So again, in e-commerce, in marketing, we know a deadline works very, very well. right? Again, that's why all sales, they have like, they don't say, oh, sale going on and with an infinity date. They say sale is ending this week, it's a 2-week sale of 50% off, something like that. So with Google Ads now, we would be able to do that. So that's great. With Chart, the other update they have done is smart shopping campaigns. So with what that basically means, it's great for e-commerce space, is, we could now say, oh, free shipping, free returns, things like that, again, to entice people to, like, be able to buy from us from the search results, because we are adding one layer of information to alleviate any concern someone may have before clicking in, right? So imagine you see two ads side by side. One says free shipping, free returns. The other one doesn't say it. You are more likely to click on the one that says free shipping, free return, because it basically is reducing your risk. It's so it's one of the marketing psychology right there. So I think this is a really good thing. What Google is doing. Again, the fourth one they announced that they're going to do is we can now display our business name alongside our logo, emphasize on our latest promotions, even spotlight a single product, right? Again, these are mostly for new creative layouts for video ads and dynamic ads. The last update that Google did is that we can actually optimize our smart shopping campaigns to target new users, new customers, people who have not purchased from us before. Again, if you're skeptical, I would say don't be skeptical. And what do I mean by skeptical is that Google knows a whole lot of information about us than we know about ourselves. So Google knows who has purchased from us and who has not. They have all the data points, right? So, and I've checked it out in Google Ads, is that we could actually start a new campaign and that says we are targeting new users. This is really a good option. Again, also this is part of the smart shopping campaign, which is basically Google's machine language / artificial intelligence type of stuff. Again, they're testing it out in terms of that algorithm is not perfect yet, but we hope to see much more improvement over time. But hey, this is a new way to test new things if you're in marketing. With that, let's move on. So the other update from Google this week was that Google is actually getting into the e-commerce space as well with a video review and shopping platform, right? So what do I mean by this and where am I going with this? So number one is, so like, just how America has Area 51. If you're not familiar with what Area 51 is, that's where they do a lot of the research and they do a lot of the, cutting edge, bleeding edge technology. Like, the US stealth fighter bomber B-2 was actually developed there. I mean, it's off limits. You're not allowed to go there. It's in somewhere in the middle of the US Nevada desert. It's really, highly top secret classified. So like that, Google has this thing called Area 120. And what is Area 120? That's where they do a lot of stuff. So this whole thing that Google is doing to this new product called Shoploop that Google is building, it's in their Area 20, which is their incubator, is, it really solves this problem, which is I may see a Facebook ad, and this is the first time I'm hearing something about it. So guess what? I'm going to go to Google or go to YouTube and research on it. And then I will have to probably go back into Google search and find that product website, find that deal, and then click on it. So it's like a 3-step process. It's a very broken process. And Google is hoping that, they can break it down and not break it down. They can condense this process by through this app called Shoploop. Right, and I've tested it out as well. Actually, it's not an app. I take it back. It's actually a website right now. It's shoploop.app. So what you can do is you could do. You see a lot of people with doing quick reviews up to 50 seconds, and then there could be buy now, follow me, things like that. What I really liked about it, it's like a bit of mix of TikTok, because it's like a TikTok type videos with a lot of like call to action things all around the video, and it really makes it very interesting. Again, this is something only optimized for mobile right now. They haven't gone into desktop. Check it out. It could be another way for you to get new users attentions, build a following, just because it's something new. Try it out and see how this all works out for you. Our next update is from Pinterest. Now, if Pinterest wasn't on your radar before this update, maybe it should be after we go over this update, right? So what do I mean by this? Pinterest has published their 2020 advertising guide, right? Which includes overviews and insights on all aspects of the platform. The guide actually positioned itself it's positioned itself as a non-social media app. Like, it's what they're talking about is, and I really liked it, what it's like, Pinterest is the home of inspiration, where they're saying, 367 million people around the world come each month looking for ideas to help them plan, visualize, and create a life they love. And 9 out of 10 people use Pinterest to get inspired about things to buy, 8 of whom end up doing so. Wow, that was powerful, and that was straight out of their guidebook. Right. And right after reading this, I was like, oh God, we have never tested advertisement on Pinterest, and we are going to do so very shortly. So Pinterest is, again, putting that thing is the peanuts are future thinkers who use the platform to plan and look forward to get an early look forward to indication of what's to come, right? Which can help make brands make better business decisions. And also they're positioning Pinterest as a discovery platform because, again, they're targeting future thinkers and things like that. What's interesting about Pinterest is 49% of their US users have over $100,000 income, and 62% of their 62% of the US millennials are using Pinterest have 100K plus income. So it's actually, if you're in a market space, in a market segment where you want to target high net worth or high income earners, this is a perfect platform for you, right? So the guide also talked about, the basics of creating an account, how pins work, how to, the full funnel, what kind of ads are there, things like that, key stats and everything like that. It's really, really a great guidebook. Again, guys, if you are not on Pinterest, or you have really glossed over Pinterest, maybe it's time for you to go through this guidebook, look at the opportunities that are out there and tap into it. Now, some people would say, oh, Pinterest, I don't have any market. We will only spend on Facebook or Google because those are the known platforms. That's great. But remember, you should take 80% of your marketing budget or advertising budget and do on platforms that are working, and you use 20% on newer strategies, newer channels, newer things, testing things out, because what's working today will not work tomorrow. And as markets, platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube gets saturated, you want to find those greener pastures, and Pinterest is one of those things. So please check it out. Now, our next update is from YouTube. Right, and this is a very exciting update, especially if you are a content creator on YouTube. What this update does is that YouTube has now given us ability to look at data on other videos our viewers have watched, right, and the new audience retention metrics. Now, not all of these options are available right now. YouTube is rolling it out. As of right now, I think 20% of the user base has access to it, but YouTube promises that by the end of this month, it's going to be rolled out to everyone. So how does this work, right? So this will allow us to see, and I've checked it out on our own video page as well on YouTube. Is it's going to tell me, okay, my viewers have watched these videos, have watched my video and some of these other videos, right? Again, it's giving me ideas to see, what are my viewers liking. It gives me a lot of market intelligence. It tells me what kind of video I'm going to create. It tells me what's really sticking out. And now, now that I know, you watch this video, and from this video A from my channel, and then after that you went to this page and you watch this video, I can go there and do some research and see what are the, what was the title, what was the catchphrase, what was the image that really drew your attention to that versus somewhere else. So again, guys, this is good if you're in the YouTube space, if you're an organic YouTube content creator. Even if you're not, this is really going to be helpful. So publish on YouTube. If you're just doing Facebook Live and you're not publishing on YouTube, then maybe it's time to take your Facebook Live and publish it into YouTube. YouTube is the de facto leader when it comes to video search engine, although Facebook is trying to change that. But however, people still go to YouTube to search for content. Like I know when I want to learn something, I go to YouTube and Google YouTube it, not Google it, even though YouTube is owned by Google. But hopefully, check it out and let me know how it all goes. Our next and last update is from Hulu. Now, Hulu, right? Isn't it a video streaming platform? Yes, you're right. However, now Hulu is giving small businesses the ability to advertise in a high quality premium streaming television environment by creating a self-service solution that allows businesses to activate, manage, and track their ad campaigns. This is straight from their Hulu's announcement. What that means is now you can, when your customers are streaming, your ads can be too, right? Now you can reach them by location, interest, program genre, and more. And what Hulu is saying in their guidebook is like, or in the announcement is like, for a minimum spend of $500, your ads can stream next to an award-winning show, network hits, and Hulu originals. Isn't that amazing? If you want to target someone watching, say, CSI Miami, or I do not know, American Idol, now you could have your ad show up. Again, I apologize, I don't watch that much of TV. I don't watch Hulu. However, I'm just saying, hey, if you are in one of those market segments, it's absolutely game changer for you to be able to be able to spend $500 and be on a TV and see how it works out. Hey, $500 is not that expensive if you're in marketing space, advertising space. I'm sure you have that budget. Go try it out and check it out and let me know how it goes. Right? So with that, already folks, that's it for this week in marketing. And these were all the important updates for this week. If you'd like to read more, make sure you visit our show page where you will find other links to these articles. And if you enjoyed this episode of This Week in Marketing, make sure to subscribe, give us a thumbs up. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn to stay updated and connected. Once again, this is your host, Sajid Islam, signing off until next week.